Welcome. Take a moment to set an intention of peace and wellness. So we'll let our mind be free of thought and let it just focus on the breathing and your body sensations. Take an inhale and lift your arms up. And on your exhale, stretch up and back. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn to the side. Bring your hands down to the floor. Now your feet can go back in a high plank. Bend the elbows and take an inhale to do an up dog. Breathe into the upper back and the chest. Press strong with your hands. Beautiful. Look over the right shoulder. Do a little neck stretch. Inhale, face front, and look over the left shoulder and do a little neck stretch. And then look forward, and then you can lift your hips at a push-up, or if you just need to do a down dog, that's fine. Go there and hold. 5, 4, lengthening through your heels. 3, 2, we're going to add a little walk. Bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and bend the other. Right and left. Now both heels pressed. Look up at your hands. Walk, step, or jump up there. Halfway up position. Inhale. Beautiful. This is lengthening the back. Now go all the way up. If you need to take a little more time for blood pressure, please do. Take an inhale and then exhale, hands to the heart. Samastitihi. We're warming up the body. That's exactly right. Open up those legs. Open up those arms. Flip the right toes towards the same wall as the right hand is facing. Now we're going to go triangle, but this top arm is going to take just a few circles. So we're waking up the shoulder joint at least 3, maybe 5 times. Listen to your intuition and then find a place that it gets a great stretch. So it could be vertical like a traditional chest opening triangle, or over your ear, that's my favorite, or behind your back. Just find. Now you're breathing in through your nose. Good, I love it. Breathing out through your nose. The length of the inhale can get a little longer. The length of the exhale can get a little longer. Breathe in. Good, it's almost like someone's pulling your arm. Feel the subtle stretching that's happening along the side body, the legs. Feel how your body is adjusting your balance around the ankles, the knees, the hips. Good. I love it. Take another inhale. Now as you exhale, use that calm strength to come up. Pivot your feet. You're in 5-pointed star for a moment, then your left toes point towards the same wall as your left fingers. Reach out over your thigh, and then your left hand comes down. Now the top arm, we're going to have do some circles, maybe 3 to 5. Breathe in, and find the place that your arm is stretching, or you're in a comfortable challenge for your triangle Utthita Trikonasana. The knee is soft but long. Breathe in through your nose. Notice how the posture changes subtly. The exhales help release. Take another inhale. And notice how you feel in the ankles, the knees, the hips, the sides. Now as you're ready, exhale, come up. Pivot the feet towards the front. Bring the hands to the heart. Step walk or shimmy the feet in, Samastitihi. Breathe in, lift up, a little bit of a back bend. Now we'll take some type of vinyasa, so as you exhale, your hands can go down. Now if you need to go straight to a down dog, please do, but if you can go back to a plank and you want to bend the elbows and take an inhale, up dog, and then lift the hips and add a push up down dog. Hold. 5, press the heels towards the floor. 4, and if your heels are already touching the floor, you could lift your toes. That helps the arches and it helps lengthen the calves even more. 3, 2, and on the 1, looking up at your hands, you can step or jump up or walk up, halfway up position. Now go all the way up and take a back bend here. Inhale, lift your heart. Beautiful, abs are helping you stabilize. Bring your hands together at the heart. Now from here, step or jump out. The hands are roughly over the ankles are roughly over the wrist. Under the wrist. Take your right toes and point them towards the side wall. Bend the right knee. Now this time we're gonna do a little Vinyasa yoga where we take the arm up, then the arm over. Now you can go as low as you want on this. Big shoulder stretches. Breathe in. And one more. So about 3, it's intuitive though, you can do 4 or 5 if you want. Now we're gonna take the hand, left hand back to your thigh or calf or wherever it goes, just don't push on that knee laterally and hold. So this is Parvriti Virabhadrasana. The front knee's at 90 degrees. Good, I love it. And then stretch through that side and reach and breathe into that side. Take that inhale. Now exhale, we're going to pass through Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Let your forearm go on your thigh if you'd like. Left arm over your ear. And just know there's some variations. You could go all the way down to hands on the floor. You could take an arm behind you. I want you to just have an intuitive guide on these templates of stretches that your body will tell you what it needs. Enjoy. It can change. Breathe in. Keep stretching. Reach through that shoulder. Open up the upper shoulder blade. You're still trying to rotate it back, your torso back. Take another inhale. Now powerful legs bring you up. This is Warrior 2. Now notice how this Warrior 2 feels. Palms open, look over that hand. Strong knee over the ankle. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, straighten that knee. 5-pointed star, hands at the heart for just a moment. Open up to 5-pointed star again. Flip your left toes towards the same wall that your left fingers are facing. Now, the Vinyasa yoga add-on here. Reach up and over. Breathe in, reach up and over and back. Inhale. Maybe you'll go a little lower as your inner thigh wakes up and hamstring. So it could be about 3 or 5 of these. You're waking up. Enjoy, even through the fingers, you're moving. And we're going to be staying on Parvriti Virabhadrasana, the right hand on the thigh or calf. Keep sinking into that left thigh. Good. Keep breathing, keep stretching, keep opening, and responding to those subtle availabilities of your body when it's been in a posture. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, pass through Virabhadrasana 2 for a moment. Your forearm could go to your thigh on this extended side angle Parsvottanasana, or if you care to put your hand down, and this is another place where you might even use a block if you're between two postures. Rotating that upper back, the upper shoulder blades going towards the back wall, is so both shoulder blades, if you were against a wall, would be touching. The hips would be touching the same wall behind you. The arm could be behind you or reaching from finger to heel. Make sure your neck is pretty comfortable. Yeah. Not strained. Reaching, opening, reaching. Now take another inhale, and as you exhale, strong legs, strong core. Warrior 2. Let's look over that hand and hold. The knee is on top of the ankle. Long inhale. Long exhale through the nose. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, straighten up that knee, hands to your heart for a moment. Step or walk the feet in together or jump. Samastitihi. Good job. Grab a sip if you'd like and meet me back here. Now this next posture is going to be for articulation. We're going to inhale up, exhale, place your hands down. The modification is going to be cat-cow and articulation, or if you can put your feet back, chaturanga, bend the elbows, take an inhale, up dog or Vamukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift the hips out of push-up, down dog. So the postures could be that you lift your heels, you articulate through your lumbar, upper, middle, and upper back. You go into an up dog. You tuck the chin. You press upper, middle, and lower back to your down dog. But the modification is hands and knees, cat-cow. Just going to tuck in my shirt. But find what you need. I love it. This is your practice. So you'll know, or you'll discover what areas might need more time to get that conscious attention focusing on articulation. Heels, lift, lumbar, middle, upper. Breathe in. Beautiful. Tuck the chin. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Heels touch. Inhale, lift. And just a couple more. Breathe in. Open. Exhale, tuck. One more, lift. Open, tuck. And inhale, hold 5, down dog. 4, 3, 2. Now shift your weight. And for a moment, you're in a plank on your hands, but you can go down to a forearm and then the other forearm and hold a plank pose for 10. Now turn your body side plank for 10, Vasisthasana. Good, beautiful. Now we're going to go to the other side plank. You can turn or switch sides on your mat and hold 10. Beautiful. 9, that's it. 8, 5. Breathe in. Now come back to your forearm plank. Hold 10. Now put one hand on the floor, strong, push the other hand on the floor, strong, push your hips back, down dog. And look up at your hands. You can step, jump, or walk up, halfway up position. And then when your blood pressure feels settled, go all the way up, a back bend here. Bring your hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Beautiful. Open up your arms. Now step or jump out. 5-pointed star. Your ankles are underneath your wrist. Take an inhale. I like to have the toes in slightly, but you can also have the toes all forward. Exhale, come down and let your hands rest somewhere near the feet or the ankles. Ankles if you can. Pull gently, so you're encouraging a stretch. Take an inhale and now put the hands on the floor and pull on the floor, encouraging a stretch. Now, you're going to interlace the fingers at the low back if you can and let the arms go over into a stretch. Breathe in the nose. Breathe out of the nose. Now, take a moment to place the hands back on the floor. Right hand underneath the nose, and you could even tuck the knuckles if you want a little bit more of a neutral wrist. Left arm up, breathe in. I like the image of a windmill here. And you're thinking of lifting up through the arms, so you're not really hanging out on that bottom arm too much. I almost like to think of it as you're using leverage to rotate. Notice your exhales might rotate you a little bit more. Bring in, inhale, and exhale, let that hand come down. All right, open up the other arm. Lift, open, expand. I think of an eagle spreading its wings, and you're leveraging on the floor a little bit with your bottom arm, your bottom hand. Notice the subtle giving in of the rotation when you're here. You exhale can rotate you a little bit more. And then exhale, come back down. Now each hand goes to the opposite elbow and just dangle. Let your hands come back up to your hip bones and come up halfway. Now as you're ready, push all the way up. You can take your hands to the back. Open up your heart, elbows squeeze. Hold 5, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the hands go to the heart, step or jump or walk together, Samastitihi. Beautiful. Wonderful job. Now we're going to turn sideways, take an inhale to come up. This time as you go through your vinyasa, you can take Utkatasana. Notice how far back the glutes are. Now exhale, the hands come to the floor, the feet go back. You're in a push-up. Remember, you can always just meet us in down dog if you would like. Bend the elbows, take an inhale, up dog, breathe in. Exhale, lift the hips, add down dog. Hold. Now this is a nice little hip opener, so lift up your right leg and take about 3 to 5 circles in that hip. We're going to take it the other way, of course. You can even bend the knee and notice that different, bigger stretch. You can have fun with that leg in the air and kind of open up the hip. Reach the left heel down, breathe in, And then exhale that foot down. Now the left leg is going to go around into some circles. Breathe in. And keep pushing with your arms. You can go the other way. You can even bend the knee. Notice, you can open the hip. You can leave the leg in the air and open up the hip even more. Press your hands into the floor. Breathe in. Exhale that foot down, downward dog, toes in. We're going to take an internally rotated down dog and help open up that SI joint. 5. Now, neutral heels. Look up at your hands, step, jump, or walk up there, halfway up. Go all the way up and take a back bend here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to the heart, samastitihi. If you'd like some water, grab some and then meet me back here, or tea. Earl Grey tea with goat milk cream. I'm calling it the Apple Valley fog. So lift and spread your toes. Now this is Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, lift up both arms and take the arms up. Now exhale, go over to a side. We're going to take a few variations. You might even be pulling on your own arm to lengthen. Imagine the elbows are magnets and they're going towards each other. You're in between a toaster slot. Good. You can pull. Inhale. Feel how your shoulder opens more. It's a lift and a lean, so it's not just a collapse in the back, it's an up and over. Now, if you care to add on some variations, you can put a hand down, you can cross a foot, and a rotation down is a little bit more low back. And a rotation up is a little bit more obliques. All are important for posture. Breathe in and opening up those respiratory muscles. Inhale, go up, uncross. Now we're going over, and you might even be pulling your own arm. Your elbows pressed together like there's magnets. Your head's in the frame of your arms. Your body is in the same frame. You're not hinged at the hips. Lifting up and over. Expand any respiratory muscle that's involved here. Breathe into those side rib cage muscles, the intercostals, the belly, the diaphragm. Now, if you care to add on, the hand can come down, the foot can cross. You can exhale, a little rotation down. It's going to access the low back. Breathe, breathe. You feel how your arm keeps feeling like it gets longer, longer, longer. Open up towards the sky. Now this is more obliques. Opening. Noticing. Take an inhale. Exhale, both arms go up, both feet are underneath the hips. There's a little back bend here. Bring the hands to the heart. Notice how you feel. Beautiful job. We'll take a vinyasa, turning sideways on the mat. Bring the inhale up. Now the glutes are going to come down, Utkatasana. Exhale the hands down to the mat. Let the feet go to the rear. You're in a push-up. You're welcome to meet us in down dog if you want. Otherwise, up dog. Lift your hips out of push-up, down dog, and hold. If you care to add on, both forearms come down, dolphin. Push strong with your arms. Press back through your heels. Lift your sit bones. And then press down dog. Now, looking up at your hands, step, jump, or walk to get there, halfway up. Go all the way up. Take a bit of a back bend here. Inhale. Hands at your heart, Samasthiti. Now, you can make sure you're on the front of your mat. We're going to send the left foot back about 4.5 feet deep. Warrior one. The feet are in line with the respective hips. Open up. It could be that you're a Y. If you find it might be easier to have a little bit of a field goal post here and act like you've walked through a doorway. So find where you need to be. Beautiful. Front knee's on top of that ankle. Back knee is long and the left foot's externally rotated just slightly, or back thigh about 45 degrees. Hold. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Hinge forward a little. We're going to land softly, back foot to front foot. Stand tall, Samasthiti. Let that assimilate, and here we go. Back, right foot about 4.5 feet deep. Front knee at 90. Hips square. Open up. You could be field goal post. You could be arms up. Shoulders are down the back. Warrior one is Virabhadrasana. Breathe in through your nose. Keep reaching, keep stretching. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, the hands are going to come to the heart. Pitch your body weight forward a little. You're in one long line, and here we go. Lightly land, right foot to left. Samasthiti. Really good job on the warrior one. Take a sip if you'd like. Meet me back here. Beautiful. Hands at the heart. Lift and spread your toes. Inhale, lift the arms, and Utkatasana is the chair or awkward posture. Both legs are strong. Drop your hips. Good. Palms together. If you care to add on, add a rotation. Your elbow will hook. You can push your palms together. Another neat variation is to stretch out the arms like an eagle. Hold for 5. Knees are in line with the respective middle hip. 4. Upper back rotation. 3. 2. Keep the thighs the same. Inhale, torso neutral, palms together. Now we're going to exhale and rotate to the other side. Catch your elbow on the outside. You can even expand your arms like an eagle. Keep the knees in line with the respective second toe and middle hip. 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, face front, hands at the heart. Stand back up, Samasthiti. Let your blood pressure adjust. Good. Take an inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, Utkatasana. If you care to add on, lift up your right thigh and wrap it once or twice around your shin. You might even take your right arm underneath. Garudasana is eagle. Take an inhale, and then exhale, samasthiti. Let your body, mind, breath recalibrate. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, have a seat, Utkatasana. Now, if you'd like to add on, lift up your left thigh, wrap it once or twice. Left arm underneath. Take an inhale, and then exhale to unwind, hands at the heart. Beautiful. Grab a sip, meet me back here. Lift and spread your toes. And then we're going to place the right foot on the calf or the inner thigh, tree pose. And if you care to add on a fun variation for the shoulders, you can let the right arm reach behind you, the left arm powers up. You're opening up the knee like you're opening up a book. Upper back against a wall. Lengthen the bottom leg. It's strong. Good. If your foot falls, that's okay. Just bring it back up when you can. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart. Keep your foot up. If you'd care to add on, rotate away from your knee that's in the air. Rotate just the torso. The legs stay forward. And then gently come back to me. Lower your foot, samasthiti. Beautiful job. Lift and spread your toes. Take the other foot up to a calf or the inner thigh, just not the knee. You can either leave the hands at the heart, reach them up, or take the cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Jawline parallel to the floor. Now, if you'd like to add on, your hands come to your heart. Leave your thighs the same, facing forward, knee on, the knee towards the outside. Rotate away from that knee that's in the air. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, face your tree forward, lower your foot. Samasthiti. Beautiful job. Come to the front of your mat. We'll take a vinyasa. Take an inhale, lift your arms, and Utkatasana is the squat. Now if you care to add on, lift your heels so that you're balancing all across the toes. Heels are up. Breathe in. Lower the heels with control, bring the hands down to the mat, let your feet go back, chaturanga, and if you'd like, you can meet us in down dog, otherwise up dog, inhale, lift the hips out of push-up, down dog, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, now leave the left foot down and lift the right leg up like a lightning bolt, but with the hips square. Don't let the hips rotate on this three-legged dog. Keep pushing your hands into the floor. Keep pressing the left heel down. Keep reaching through your right leg. Inhale, lower the right foot. Now the left leg goes up like a lightning bolt. Leave the hips square, they're not rotating open. And press your hands, lengthen both knees. Energy through the legs, pushing through the hands. Everything's active, but there's no tension. Breathe in fully. Inhale and exhale that foot down. Down dog is 5. Adho Mukha Svanasana 4, 3, 2. Look up at your hands. Take a step or a jump up. Halfway up. Breathe in. And then exhale. Go all the way up. Take a back bend. You're doing so good. Hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Now the feet are at the top of your mat, and send your left leg back about 4.5 feet deep, long this time. You are in a railroad track. Your fingers can find an interlace position, or maybe an elbow hook, or maybe palms together. So it's some type of shoulder opener. Breathe in. Now exhale, hinge. Your hips are square. There's your hamstring stretching. Feel the left hip steering forward and the right hip steering back. Feel the legs lengthen. Playing around with that idea of energetic, no tension, contraction, but no congestion. Relaxing what we want to relax, tightening what we want to tighten. So both legs have energy. The knees are long without being hyperextended. The neck is in line with the upper back. Your exhale might take you a little forward. Notice how your ankles and knees and hips are working in your favor for balance. If you would like to add on, you can put your hands down on the thigh, the shin, or the floor and rest your neck. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to add on, left leg up towards the sky like a lightning bolt. There you go. Inhale. Lightly place that foot back about 4.5 feet deep. Inhale, push your feet into the floor. Continue past vertical, go into a back bend here, standing. Hands at your heart. Left foot meets the right, Samasthiti. Beautiful sequence. And inhale, the right foot goes back about 4.5 feet deep, in line with the respective hips. So you're on railroad tracks. Find the shoulder release that serves you today. Inhale. Exhale, hinge, steering the right hip forward, steering the left hip back. If you'd like to add on, your hands could go down on the thigh or the shin or the floor maybe. And if you'd like to add on, lift the right leg up like a thunderbolt. Inhale and exhale that foot about 4.5 feet deep. push yourself up into a bit of a back bend here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, your hands to the heart. Right foot lands next to the left foot, Samasthiti. Take a moment. And if you'd care for a sip, grab a sip now. Good job, everyone. Good job. When you're ready, take your feet out, a 5-pointed star. Inhale. Now as you exhale, come down. The hands are going to be on the floor just for a moment as you release tension from the neck. And if you would like to add on, walk your hands more forward, sort of like down dog and Prasarita Padottanasana together. So it's called hammock pose. Push your hands into the floor. Toes can be forward or slightly inward. Now, if you would like to add on here, you can lift the heels and you can articulate through the lower back, middle back, upper back, and do an upward dog with your wider foot position. Tuck, upper back, middle back, lower back, heels pressed. Lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, open. Feel everything in the back, getting some attention. There's a saying, you're as young as your spine. We're going to give it some segmenting. Sitting is the new smoking. So what we're doing is giving that body some attention, especially the back here. Go up, lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale and exhale, tuck. And pause for a moment. Now walk your feet in or step them into down dog. Press. Now look up at your hands. Take a step or a jump up. Halfway. Now inhale, come all the way up. Inhale, lift. Now at this moment, hands come to an interlaced position. Open the shoulders, and if they don't do that, just hold on to your hips if you want. Lift and spread your toes. Now we're going to take Warrior 3. Let the left leg start heading back diagonally, and lifting it is the first stage. Heading towards parallel to the floor is the next. Lift your arms off your shoulders. We're doing a shoulder opener with this Warrior 3. For now, holding. Left hip is also equidistant to the floor with the right, not opening, not rotating. Both legs are energized. Inhale. Now exhale, come back, hands to the heart. Samasthiti. Let your hands come back. Interlace the hands. Lift and spread your toes. Exhale, Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Lift your leg. Maybe go up. Arms lift. Hips are square. Feel your inner hamstring lifting up your leg. The head tends to lead in this, so keep the ear in line with the shoulder from the side view. Inhale. And then exhale, let your hands come to your heart. Samasthiti. Ooh. And then open up your arms like a 5-pointed star. You can step or jump your feet out. Inhale. Now on your exhale, come down again, fingertips touch the floor. I'm going to transition to my mat. Now this is bending one knee and then bending another. Now if you feel like you can go lower, please do. Good. lower, and lower. Now we're going to stay on a side and hold. It could be 90 degrees. You could be really low. You could add some wraps. Yes, just hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go to the other side. It could be a 90-degree bend. You could wrap. And you could find some different fun variations. Good. You're good. That's perfect. Inhale. And exhale. Let your hands help you. Great. Now the next is either going to be happy baby on the floor, or put your feet in a little closer and come right down the middle. So if the squat isn't for you, a couple ways to modify is the block or blocks underneath your glutes. The other way is to roll up a mat and put it under your heels, so if it's the ankle's not going all the way down. Another way is just lie on your back and hold onto the feet. So hold here. 5. I like to add the palms pressing down if you'd like to add that hand stretch. 4, 3, 2. Good. Now, there is a way you can get up from here. If this is too hard, you can put your hands on something, but if you can just stand up, go for it and keep that skill as long as you can. So on the floor, off the floor. Now, when you're ready and your blood pressure feels settled, we're going to add a standing quad stretch. So you could lift and spread your toes, reach your right arm up and around so that you're on the left foot, but you have your right hand in your on your foot. Now, at first, we're pulling the ribs down, pivot bone up, and we're just linear. This is another place where you could modify by holding a Pilates ring to your foot, or a yoga tie, or a Dynaband, or just a towel will do. Now, if you care to add on, push that foot into your hand and feel that thigh go behind you. Take another inhale. Now as you exhale, slowly come back and bring your hands to the heart. Notice how this side feels more open. Isn't it nice to have an immediate benefit to work that you're doing? The other is up and around, hand to your foot, foot to your hand. Pull your ribs down a bit, pivot bone up. So that's your abs. If you care to add on, push that foot into your hand or hands. Take that inhale, and then as you exhale, come back up. Samastitihi. Grab a sip if you'd like, and then we're going to meet on the floor. Take an inhale to lift up, and exhale to bring your hands down. Let your feet back. Go all the way down until your pelvis is on the floor, and either take a Sphinx or a Cobra. Hold here, shoulder blades are down. Breathe in. Exhale, lower, and child's pose with the toes curled under. Press. From child's pose, if you would like, from child's pose with the toes curled under, if you would like more foot attention, you're going to come up to your shins, and this has a foot under, your toes are under, you're stretching out your fascia. This has a nickname called toe crush asana. You're going to keep reaching back. You can even pull the ribs down and pubic bone up a little, and you'll feel your shoulders and your chest open. Inhale. Good. Breathe in, lifting the hips if you want that extra. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. And then child's pose with the feet flat. Inhale. And then if you want to add on to this, you can sit on your shins. Another possibility is you just stay in child's pose. And don't do this one if you feel like, okay, this isn't good for my knees, but it is something you can do. And you go back and your ribs are down and your pubic bone's up. So listen to your body. Breathe in, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now exhale. Come back up, and we're going to counter pose with a child's pose. Relax, breathe in. And then when you're ready, sit. And I'm going to offer a seated rotation. You can sit any way you want, but if you'd like to try a little fun rotation, you can sit with your left heel, now your booty, and your right foot over. If that's too hard, you can always do this with one leg long. So it's okay either way. The essence is inhale, exhale, rotate. Catch your arm around your thigh. Let your other hand help you rotate to the side. Breathe in. There is a neat variation where you can kind of put your elbow up like you're a stop sign. And that can sometimes increase it, or even reach your hand through and grab it with your other hand. Just do what your body's willing and able. Inhale, open. Exhale, we're going to take it to the other side. One neat way to do this is to flip, and then you're already there. The modification is this leg long, right leg long. Inhale, open. Exhale, rotate. You can catch your elbow around your thigh, or you can even put your arm up. Other hand helps you rotate. Upper back is your focus. And remember, if you care to add on, you can hook your hand between the window of your leg. Now, as you're ready, take an inhale and come back, and then let your feet soles come together, bound ankle. The modification for this would be to sit on a block or a pillow and exhale forward. I also like to add the big toe opening and the pinky toe. So I've got my first finger between the big toe and the second toe, and the pinky finger between my pinky toe and fourth. Those are areas that tend to be tight. Exhale forward. Just let your mind focus on your breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Now, whenever you're ready, gently come up and sit in an easy posture, Sukhasana. So just take a moment to relax. You can place a hand on the heart and then the other one if you'd like, or a hand's receptive. We'll take an inhale and breathe in a fresh new moment. A detoxing breath, letting go of all the tension from the past. And we'll just take a moment to notice how a fresh breath is starting over, a new day, a new sunrise, a new sunset. Today I'm going to give myself the benefit of enjoying each moment as if it is a fresh new moment. I'm going to stop carrying shame or guilt from the past or old stories. I'm going to be free of those and start this day with fresh eyes, noticing all of the miracles in my field. With so much appreciation, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.